many demons of the Netherrealm, originally began elsewhere. Evils of the realms reborn, into the pits of the Nether. However, many beings of the Netherrealm were originally born in the Nether, and have never known anything else. This is the tale of a demon, who would go against her nature, the tale of Ashrah.
Round 1. Fight!
She is a demon who has found this sword that as she kills other demons, she becomes more and more holy. And she's figured out that if she keeps doing this, eventually she'll be expelled from the Netherrealm, and that's what she really wants. No one really wants to stay in the Netherrealm.
She has a real sense of purity, where, you know, she's drawing herself up out of the murk.
As she kills demons in the Netherrealm, she's purifying herself. We like to think of her as an ascending demon, as opposed to a fallen angel. Ashrah is basically a bad character that's becoming good, that's trying to redeem herself. As she kills demons, she becomes better.
Ashrah wins. Fatality.
Ashrah was one of many members of the Brotherhood of Shadow, a cult in the Netherrealm that worshipped the fallen elder god, Shang. She was a part of the Sisterhood subdivision of the cult. The sisters were brutal demons, that would lure victims in with their uncanny beauty. One day, Ashrah was exploring, looking for her next victim, but instead she would find an unclaimed sword. Upon wielding this mysterious Chris-styled blade, she felt a rush of purity. Another demon would attack Ashrah from behind, but she swiftly slays the demon with this blade she had found. Instantly she felt another rush of purity, and started to sense the sword speaking to her. It showed her visions of slaying demons, and through so, she would gain a soul, and would be exiled from the Netherrealm. Convinced of now having a higher purpose, higher than even the likes of Shang, Ashrah sets out to hunt powerful demons, to hasten the process of her ascension. She decides that she would seek out top member of the Brotherhood of Shadow, Noob Saibot, for he is a powerful wraith, who had to earn his place in the Netherrealm.
Fear me.
Ashrah would seek a Noob Saibot, but his presence would elude her. Nevertheless, she would slay higher level demons, going on an onslaught in the Netherrealm. So much so, it even caught the attention of Shao Kahn from the Outworld. Worried of how Ashrah may affect certain alliances of Shao's in the Netherrealm, he sends ermac to take care of this issue. Ermac would confront Ashrah in the Netherrealm, and as she mistakenly believed ermac to be a demon, which he was not, she would pounce at the chance to take out such a strong foe, and cleanse herself that much more. But, ermac is made up of thousands of souls, and is one of the strongest warriors of all the lands. Even though being in the Netherrealm weakened ermac's magical nature, he would prove to be too much for the demon slayer, Ashrah. Ashrah would be defeated by ermac, and she would flee. Ermac, believing she would no longer be an issue, he returns to Shao Kahn instead of pursuing Ashrah. Ashrah was very disappointed with her loss to ermac, but she would regain her footing and continue with her mission, all the while watching her back for any would-be assailants. As she continued to take out various targets, Ashrah would finally achieve her goal. She would be cleansed, and as a creature of such purity, she is expelled from the Netherrealm, to a strange place, to the realm of Edenia. However, her sword that helped cleanse her, was left behind in the Netherrealm during Ashrah's ascension. A so-called champion, warrior known as Shujenko, who Ashrah was previously acquainted with when he had visited the Netherrealm, Ashrah would meet him once again in this strange new place. Shujinko was pleased to see that Ashrah had achieved purification, so when she explained that her sword was lost behind in her ascension, Shujinko would agree to venture back to retrieve the sword for her. Once the sword was returned to Ashrah, she would retrieve striking visions of beautiful celestial beings. Beings that one would speculate that they were the elder gods themselves. They tell her that she is the one they have waited for to carry out the mission to eliminate a threat to all the realms, and through doing so, she would continue her ascension and become an angel of the heavens herself. They tell her of a realm filled with a race of monsters that feast on the blood of man throughout the realms. Her mission, to eliminate all of the vampire race in the realm of Eternus. Ashrah traveled to the vampiric realm, and she would begin her onslaught, taking out village after village, sparing none in her path. Known as the liberator of Eternus, the vampire known as Nitara would hear of this disturbance in the realm. And she suspected that only one thing could be causing such destruction in this manner. Ashrah, an ancient sword that is the very bane of the vampire race. Vampiric legends say that this sword corrupts its wielder into believing they are fighting for a just cause, but the vampires believe its true intent is simply the extermination of their race, and nothing more. Former wielders of the blade have even been vampires themselves, fooled into believing they were working for a higher power. Nitara would follow the path of destruction, and eventually she would confront the vampire demon slayer, Ashrah. Ashrah attacked without hesitation, but Nitara was much stronger than any vampire she had faced thus far. Ashrah underestimated Nitara, and Ashrah would fail to slay the monster, as Nitara would flee for her life. Nitara would return and consult the elders of her people, and as they research ancient texts, they learn of, and tell Nitara, about a great power in Edenia. Out of desperation, Nitara sets forth to claim this great power in hopes she can end the threat of the Ashrah forever. Ashrah, displeased with letting Nitara get away, she goes on the hunt for her. She would get back on Nitara's trail, but Nitara would continue to elude her time after time, but Ashrah would persist. She follows Nitara into the realm of Edenia, and followed her all the way to the site of the Battle of Argus. Unexpected by both Ashrah and Nitara, there were dozens of mighty warriors gathering around. The Battle of Argus would commence, and Nitara and Ashrah would join the fray. Nitara needed the power, and Ashrah seen an opportunity to vanquish many great evils at once. However, gullible they were, as everyone else, falling into this trap of the greatest warriors of all the realms, slaughtering each other in one grand battle. Ashrah nor Nitara would survive this event. After the altered timeline event that was caused by the thunder god, Raiden, Ashrah would fall to the wayside of obscurity. She never would find the Ashrah, nor would she ever leave the Netherrealm of her sisterhood in the Brotherhood of Shadow. She remained as a lower servant to her master, Quan. May Ashrah return one day in the coming new era. But until then, this is where the tale of Ashrah comes to an end, in the legends of Mortal Kombat.